Hey guys, time again for activity 12.2 with my trusty assistant Lizzie. And now we're going to go ahead and do the same sort of thing we did before, only this time we're using a closed system. So Lizzie, you have the seltzer tablets and you have your trusty pencil? Mm-hmm. Excellent. Go ahead and crush those up. All right, now that our seltzer is crushed up, we are once again going to get the mass with one small change from the last time. We're going to take the mass of the seltzer tablet and the cup and the 50 milliliters of water in the bottle, but we're also going to add the cap. The cap is going to be on in the end, so we want to make sure we take the mass including the cap in the beginning. All right, Lizzie, why don't you go ahead and take those masses for us.
Okay. So the mass of the cup and the tablets is 34.1 grams. And then the mass of the bottle with the water and the cap is 59.0 grams.
Okay. So now this next step is a little bit tricky because you need to get that cap on pretty quickly. If you remember when we did our one without the cap, there were gases that were released into the air, and we want to try to capture them in our closed system. So go ahead and do that, and you're going to get those in pretty quickly. You might want to tilt this slightly to the side. There you go. Hey, do you guys hear that? So Lizzie, this bottle was pretty crushed in places when we started.
Yeah.
And now you can see it's actually popping open. It's not opening at the top, but all of this is very rigid. Do you detect any change in temperature? It feels like it's room temperature, right?
Yeah.
So it's really not a big change in temperature. So we don't have change in temperature. That's not a sign of a chemical reaction here. But we do have bubbling and gases being released. And we know that those gases are being released because they're really pushing this bottle open to the edges, really filling out the bottle so it looks all whole and pretty again. Okay, so we're going to allow that to continue to react. So this reaction's been going on for a little bit. I can still see a couple pieces of seltzer tablet in there, bubbling and fizzing away, but we're going to let that finish up reacting, and pretty soon we should be able to take the mass. Remember, when we take the mass, we need the mass of the cup as well as the bottle with the lid. And inside the bottle, we have our water and our seltzer tablets. One other way we know that this is a chemical reaction is I can't change it back. No, I cannot get those pretty little round seltzer tablets back after this. So that definitely shows us a third sign of a chemical reaction. All right, Lizzie, I think that's done reacting. Why don't you go ahead and take those masses for us?
Sure thing. So I'm going to take the mass of the cup. And the mass of the cup is 25.7 grams.
Okay.
And then the mass of the bottle plus the cap plus the water and the tablets is 67.4 grams.
All right, those of you feverishly figuring out these numbers with me, you should see that that's 93.1 grams. That's exactly what we started with. Well done. All right, so now we have one thing left to do, and that's the cleanup. You have your goggles on, right?
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and open that bottle. All right, thanks everybody. See you soon.